Hi students, this is the fourth main lesson. In the last three lessons we have seen the basics of integrals. In this lesson let us study the method of integration. In your textbook there are 5 different methods we are learning actually as per the syllabus. The first one is the method of substitution. Substitution. Second one is using trigonometric formula or identity, both. So identity. So this is the second method. The third one is, for example, the partial fraction. So using partial fraction. The fourth one is standard forms. Standard form. Then the fifth one is integration by parts. So this is integration by parts. So these are the major 5 different methods of integrating. In this lesson, let us study this substitution method. Then later, of course, we will study one by one with a sufficient number of examples. What I suggest here is this is the main part of integration. That is, here afterwards we are trying to integrate a given function. Remember, integration is not that easy. You have to understand all the different methods properly, and you should be able to apply them in a suitable way. So let us first try to understand the substitution method. Whenever the question is like, see, whenever the substitution method is required, this is the thing. The given integral will be something like this: f of g of x. That means the integrand is a composite function. Then it will be given here g dash x dx. All the substitution method problems normally will be like this. Of course, there are some exceptions where even if this is not a composite function, we can use this method, substitution method. In general, the given integrand will be composite function, and whenever this composite function is given, g dash must be given, then only we can use integral. Now let me clarify this one first. What is substitution? Let us see later how we have to identify the given integration. So there is a thing. Let me take a few examples. Say first one is, let us say sine cube x, then cos x, then dx. I am selecting some relevant simple examples which will help you to identify this one. This is the first question. Let me take a few questions so that you will be able to understand. Say square root of x square minus 3x plus 5 into 2x minus 3 then dx. This is a second example I am taking. First thing what you have to do is you have to identify the composite function and the g dash x. So that is the idea actually. The third one is, for example, say tan inverse x square divided by 1 plus x square dx. So with the help of these three, let us try to understand this. If you consider the first one, this is actually composite function sine cube x, because this is sine cube x can be written as sine x the whole cube. So what happens here is x first goes to sine x, then it goes to cube. So this is something like this. Here g of x is actually sine x and f of x is x cube. Therefore, f of g of x here is actually first g of x, you have to write f of. So gx is sin x, f of sin x you have to write. You have seen this one in the first chapter, composite function. F takes sin cube x. So this is the given thing. Therefore, what is g of x here is the inner function sin x. And if you look here, see, this is nothing but g dash x. This is cos x. So it is in this form only. F of this is, see, sin cube x is f of g of x, and this is cos x dx, which is g dash x. So g dash x is this one into dx. So this is the first thing. Now similarly, you can identify here. See, if you take this as the function, here afterwards once again you see this is a composite function once again. See, if you take the function x square minus 3x plus 5, then you are taking square root. This also has two functions. This is the inner function. Let us call it as inner function. Then square root. So once again, f is square root actually function. This is polynomial function, quadratic function. So now, what is g of x here? That is what you have to identify. G of x here is this function. So x square minus 3x plus 5. Now look here, 2x minus 3 is given. When you differentiate this one, you get 2x minus 3. So this is g dash x, then dx. Similarly here, if you take here tan inverse x, then whole square. So g of x is tan inverse x, and then square, that is f of x. Now if you differentiate this, see, g dash x is required. This is exactly 1 by 1 plus x square, then dx. So of course here dx here. So this is the, so what is very important is in such integrals, first you have to identify what is the function and what is its derivative. So then you have to substitute. So let me take these examples only and let us integrate how this one. So the first question is sin cube x. Let us take. So normally we write like this. Let I equal to now integration of sin cube x, then cos x, then dx. That's why it is called method of substitution. What you have to do now is put this sin x, that is gx function, this equal to y. So we have to take this as a single function y. Then what we have to do is, since it is the first function, I will show all the steps. Later we can have we can avoid some of the steps. This you have to differentiate now. So d by dx of sin x will be equal to dy by dx, because we have to differentiate with respect to x. This is cos x, and this will be equal to dy by dx. Strictly speaking, we cannot cross multiply because this is an operator, but in integration this is allowed. What you have to do is, therefore cos x dx equal to dy we have to write. Now therefore it is called substitution method. Now you see what happens is, I will be equal to now integration of sin x is y, so I have to put this equal to y cube. This is the first thing. Then cos x dx, here you see this cos x dx is dy, I have to write dy. Now the original integral now becomes y cube dy, which can be integrated. Therefore this is y power 4 by 4 plus c. This is the method. And then of course y is what? Sin x. Therefore I have to write here sin 4x divided by 4 plus c. So this is our answer. And here in this step, normally we don't write this one. What we do is we avoid this step. Directly we write like, even we avoid this step also. Here afterwards you do this one. Differentiate this one. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Then with that you write dx. And differentiate this one, so you write dy. So these are the two things you have to remember. First substitution, then writing this one. Then substitute in the given integral and then proceed. So this is the procedure. And after this integration, you have to substitute back what is this one. So let me take the second example also, all the three. Then we will take some more examples to make clear about this method. So the second question was, let us take I equal to integration of square root of, for example, it is x square. You can take anything, x square minus 3x plus 5, then 2x minus 3, then dx. So here you can see, if you substitute this equal to y, this itself becomes dy. So what you have to do is put x square minus 3x plus 5, this equal to y, we have to substitute. Then differentiate this one, this is 2x minus 3. Then we have to write here dx. So that is the procedure. Then this is dy. So now what happens is, with these two substitutions, the given integral will be square root of, this is y. So it is y, square root of y. Then what you have to write is, see, 2x minus 3 into dx is dy. So this is dy. Of course, this you can write in the index form so that it is easy. Y to the power half dy. And you know how to integrate this one. This is y power half plus 1 by half plus 1 plus c. Of course, c have to write. So after simplification, we get 2 by 3 y power 3 by 2 plus c. But y is this one, therefore you have to write finally 2 by 3. Then y is x square minus 3x plus 5 to the power 3 by 2 plus c. This is our final answer. So this is the second question. Let us do the next question also, that is the tan inverse. So the third question which I had selected was integrate tan inverse x square divided by 1 plus x square then dx. So let us take now once again, we should take this as I. I will take this as I. Always whenever you are using substitution method, please write that equal to I, so that it is easy to understand. Now what you have to do is put, which one you have to substitute? Tan inverse x you have to substitute. So tan inverse x, this equal to y for substitution. When you differentiate tan inverse, you see it is 1 by 1 plus x square. Then of course I have to write dx here. This is dy. Now if you carefully observe here, this is our y, so it becomes y square. So integration of y square. Then see, this becomes dy, dx by 1 plus x square. So this is dy. So this is nothing but y cube divided by 3 plus c. But y cube is of course, so tan inverse x cube divided by 3 plus c is the answer. So this is the final answer. Now let us work out a few questions from further. A few till we get familiar with this technique. Let me take together these questions. First one more is integration sine mx dx. This is one question I will take. You can take this as fourth question. And the fifth question is, let us take 2x sine of x square plus 1. So these are the fourth question and fifth question. So the procedure is same. Whenever this type of question is given, best thing is let I equal to sine mx dx. So this m is a constant, that is the understanding. So this is constant. So what you have to do is put mx equal to y. Therefore m dx will be equal to dy, or dx will be equal to dy divided by m. Therefore the two important substitutions are these two. This is m. For m you have to put y. Then for dx you have to put this one, dy by m, and m is a constant, so we don't have any problem. Therefore what you have to do is I will be equal to now integration of sine, then y, then dx, in place of dx we have to write dy by m. So m is a constant, we can take out. So 1 upon m, then integration of sine y dy, and integration of sine y dy, you know, it is minus cos y of course divided by m plus c. Now m should be, y should be replaced by mx. Therefore the final answer is this one, minus cos mx divided by m plus c is the final answer. So this is the. Now let us do the fifth question. Here also you see, I have made a mistake. Every time you should write here dx, otherwise it has no meaning. Anyway, let us take the next question. Dx should be written always. So here, purposely the question is given just to confuse you. 2x is written here. It is not the function to be integrated. Sin x square plus 1 is the composite function. X square plus 1 is g of x. Then sin x. It is f. And you see, when the differentiation of this one will give you 2x. So usually once the substitution method problems are given, before starting the question, you should always think, what should be my substitution? So let me take I equal to integration of, I will take this way, sine of x square plus 1, I will take first, then 2x dx. So this is the integration. Now substitute, put x square plus 1, this equal to y. So differentiation of this one is 2x dx, this will be dy. So it is very simple, direct. Therefore I will be equal to now integration of sine y, then dy, direct. So x square plus 1 is y, and 2x dx itself is dy. So there is no difficulty here. So this is minus cos y plus c. Last step is, of course, you have to replace y by x square plus 1. So minus cos of x square plus 1 plus c. So this is the answer. So I have taken 5 examples. Now let us take some standard results once again. I made a mention of this one in the first or second lesson. That is, when we were deriving the standard formula in trigonometry, we did not get this one. Tan x, we did not have any formula. And similarly, cot x also we did not have any formula. We got formula only for sin x, then cos x. Tan x was left, cot x was left, and secant and cosecant also left. Today we can do it. This requires substitution method. This requires substitution. So let me first derive what is tan x formula. So let us take I equal to integration of tan x dx. In the beginning only I made it very clear. Every time the given integrand need not be composite function for substitution. See, for example, here tan x is not a composite function, it is a direct function. Now, but here we have to use substitution method. So what we have to do is, this we can write sin x divided by cos x then dx. Now if you closely observe, if you substitute this equal to y, this becomes dy actually. So what I do is put cos x equal to y. That means this one we are substituting y. So when you differentiate this, you get minus sin x dx. This will be equal to dy. But I don't want minus y here. Instead of this, I can write here minus this side. Both are one and the same. Therefore, I now becomes integration of, this will be minus dy divided by y. Of course, minus you can take outside. Then log of mod y plus c. And this, of course, you have to substitute minus log of, what is y? Y is cos x. Therefore, it is cos x plus c. Since I don't want to have minus sign here, I want to have a standard result. Therefore, I can write this as log of 1 by mod cos x plus c, because we know log of x power minus 1 can be written as minus log x. And if it is minus log x, you can write log power x. So this is the thing. Therefore, we can write what is 1 by cos secant. So I can write the final formula secant x plus c. Therefore, you have to commit to memory now. we have got this formula now. We have to add this to our list. Tan x dx here afterwards, you have to write log of secant x plus c. This you have to remember as a formula. In the formula list under trigonometric function, you can add this one. Integration of tan x dx is log secant x plus c. So this is the result. Now same way, even I can leave this question actually, but let me try because it is identical, similar actually. What is the integration of cot x? Cot x. So what happens? I will just show you. The rest of the things you can do yourself. This is sin cot x is cos x divided by sin x. Exactly similar to tan x integration only. What you have to do is put this equal to y. So sin x will be equal to y. Cos x dx will be dy. Here one advantage is there is no minus sign. Directly this becomes actually I will be equal to dy by y, which is log of mod y plus c. But this is log of what is y? Sin. Therefore sin x plus c. So this is the formula for cot x. For the tan it is log of secant. For cot it is log of sin. They are also cos only, but we wanted to avoid the minus sign. Therefore it is secant. So that is the only difference. Now two more formula I have to derive. Then that completes actually the formula for trigonometry. All the entire 6 formula we are getting. So the next one is, let me take for example, I equal to, I want to integrate, let us say cosecant x dx. This is also very tricky proof actually. For the beginner, of course, it is bit inconvenient, but you have to remember. So this is the trick we have to play. What you have to do is divide and multiplied by cosecant x plus cot x. So later you will come to know why we have done that one. So what I do here is cosecant x plus cot x divided by cosecant x plus cot x into cosecant x dx. So this is very important step, divide and multiply. Then this we can write, I will write here, you can take this cosecant inside, so inside it becomes cosecant square x plus cosecant x cot x into dx. So this is above divided by cosecant x plus cot x. So this is the arrangement. Now what you have to do is put this equal to y. So I will write here, put cosecant x plus cot x, this equal to y. Then when you differentiate cosecant x, it is minus cosecant x cot x. So this is minus cosecant x cot x, and this is minus cosecant square x. Differentiation of cot x is minus cosecant. So this will be, of course, I have to write this into dx. This will be equal to dy. This will be equal to. So what I do is I will take minus that side so that it becomes, and I will interchange here because here cosecant square x is there. Therefore I will write cosecant square x plus cosecant x cot x into dx will be minus dy. Therefore what happens, you see now, this will be y, and this will be minus dy. Therefore exactly it is minus dy divided by y. So this is minus log mod y. So this can be written as minus log. What is y now? Y is here cosecant x. This is our y. So it is cosecant x plus cot x. But here also once again we don't want minus sign here. Therefore I can write this as log of 1 by cosecant x plus cot x, like this, then plus c. Actually this is the formula, but this can be written as See, 1 can be written as, you know this formula, 1 plus cot square x is cosecant square x, cosecant square x. Therefore, cosecant square x minus cot square x equal to 1. Therefore, in place of this one, I can write log of, see, cosecant square x minus cot square x divided by, here cosecant x plus cot x, then plus c. Now it is a square minus b square by a plus b, which what remains is a minus b. Therefore the final formula is log of mod cosecant x minus cot x plus c. This is the final formula. See, this is what you have to do. Otherwise this formula itself is correct, but it is difficult to remember if it is minus here. So here you have to take after simplification. So therefore we have got one more formula, cosecant x. Exactly same way we can also derive formula for secant x. That is actually your job. So here it is, of course, log of secant x plus tan x you will get, and you will know why it is there is no minus sign, because here you don't get minus sign. That is the reason. So please do this as practice problem. So with this, let me conclude today. I have taken a few simple examples to show you how substitution method can be employed in finding the integral of a given composite function. And tan x definitely indicates it need not be always composite function. Many cases we can use this method to find the integral. In the supplementary lesson, of course, definitely we have to take a few more examples, because substitution is not easy. There are many complicated questions. We shall do that one. But in the continuous process of method, what we do is, in the next lesson I will take, for example, method of using integrals, trigonometric functions and identities. Let us work out one, take one class. Like that we will continue. And additional supplementary lessons we shall take separately. Hope you have subscribed my channel. If not, please subscribe and share with your friends. Let us meet in the next lesson with a method of using trigonometric formula and trigonometric identities. Let us work out some more examples. Till then, bye, take care.